Hi everyone, how are you today? Do you like to play FPS but want to add some RTS flavor? So today we are gonna talking about top FPS and RTS hybrid games. So let's begin our countdown. Empire Mode is a mix of strategy and first-person shooter gameplay with one commander on each team making strategic decisions from above, while the rest of the team plays as soldiers on the ground. The game features 4 different infantry classes, each with customizable skills. Players have the opportunity to create the perfect class that fits their playing style. This allows for a tailored and personalized gaming experience where players can explore different strategy and tactics based on their preference and strength. This integration is an action-driven first-person shooter set in the near future of sci-fi universe. The game features a mix of FPS and RTS elements where players control a vehicle and command a small squad. The game's creative approach to first-person shooting, with the players floating above the action and commanding a team on the ground, has been praised, but it has been suggested that the game doesn't fully realize its tactical potential. Rayman Guerrilla Warfare is a first-person shooter game that combines RPG and strategy elements. The game allows players to conquer towns, build armies, start treaties with allies, and wage wars on enemies. The game is a mix of mount and blade tactics and a bit of armor movement and shooting. The game is janky and budget, but it feels good, and the gunfire is loud and atmospheric. Inheritors 2078 is an RTS, TPS, FPS hybrid game that offers a unique and engaging gameplay experience. The game takes place in the near future, where the world is being dominated by AI-controlled force. Players can choose from a variety of characters, each with their own unique abilities and skills, and build their armies to face the AI threat. The game features full multiplayer and co-op support, allowing players to team up and strategize together. Carrier Command Gaia Mission is a game that primarily offers a real-time strategy experience with minimal first-person shooter levels. The game is set in the Gaia universe and is based on the story adapted from science fiction trilogy of novels. Players take on the role of piloting a carrier and are tasked with moving and taking control of various islands on the planetoid Taurus in a war between two factions. The game has been praised for its graphics and sound effects, which are well designed. The Blue Coats North and South is a remastered game that combines turn-based strategy and real-time action. The game is set during the American Civil War and follows the adventures of Sergeant Cornelius M. Chancerfield and Corporal Dodge. Players control forts and railroad lines, accumulate gold, and engage in battles with the enemy. The game has received mixed reviews, with some praising its unique mix of gameplay elements and others criticizing its shallow strategy and basic minigames. Pankura is RTS FPS hybrid sci-fi RPG indie game with a focus on traveling to a distant alien world, settling a base, building boats, crafting equipment, and seeking answers from lost civilization. It is set in an Asian singularity and offers a unique mix of gameplay elements. The game is available on Steam, but is still an early access, and some users have mentioned that it is not yet fully developed. Path to Prosperity is a first-person RTS game that combines base building and resource management with a focus on strategy and exploration. Players can control their base, manage workers, and engage in various missions and challenges to progress through the game. As the game is still in early access, the overall reception and quality remain unclear, making it an interesting choice for players looking for a different kind of gaming experience. Carrier Command 2 is a real-time strategy game that puts players in command of a futuristic carrier capable of deploying a vast array of aircraft and amphibious vehicles. The game features a compelling concept of controlling a carrier and its force against an opponent carrier, with players taking turns to control their respective carriers and manage resource, research, and combat. The game is fairly easy to learn, but mastering it can be challenging with a high-skill sailing. Artificial Extension is a tower defense game that incorporates first-person shooter elements set and future where humanity battles against AI. The game features a mix of frantic action and a focus on rapidly building up defense turrets to provide a tough challenge. It is an interesting entry in the genre that combines the satisfying building of tower defense with a dazzling visual spectacle, offering a solid title for tower defense fans looking for a challenge. Rescue Troopers is a tactical first-person shooter where players take control of airborne and ground troops to retake enemy-controlled battles. It is a niche game that falls into the RTS FPS hybrid genre, which has recently gained traction with modern entries like Warship and Executive Assault 2. Nuclear Dawn is a first-person shooter and real-time strategy hybrid game that combines the two genres in an innovative and exciting way. The game is set in post-apocalyptic landscape model on modern city, where players take the fight to their enemies as armored, assault, or stealth infantry, using various weapons and loadouts to accomplish a objective. The FPS side of the game is reminiscent of Team Fortress 2, with a focus on class-based gameplay and different weapons loadouts. Battlezone 98 Redux is a remastered version of the classic 1998 sci-fi first-person shooter and real-time strategy hybrid game. The game features a blend of thrilling first-person action and tense RTS gameplay, offering players the ability to pilot heavily armed hover tanks and engage in strategic combat. The game's improved graphics and faithful remastering have been well received, making it a recommended choice for fans of the original game and players' interest in the unique blend of FPS and RTS elements. Homewars is a unique FPS RTS hybrid game that offers a mix of first-person action and real-time strategy gameplay. The game is set in a house where players take on the role of a general of a toy soldier's army, with the sole purpose of saving the owner's house from the invasion of bugs and arachnids. The game features a class-based multiplayer shooter experience, with players fighting over a checkpoint to generate resources for their team. This resource can be used by commander, who can build turrets, resupply depots, and spawn points. Total Conflict Resistance is a game that aims to offer a unique combination of global strategy, tactics, and first-person action. The game features realistic mass battles, a variety of armored vehicles, weapons, uniforms, and unique mechanics, providing an immersive free gameplay experience. Players have the opportunity to lead any state and strive to bring it to greatness. Attack on Toys is a third-person shooter that combines real-time strategy elements featuring toy army soldiers. The game has a unique concept of bringing childhood toys to life and converting them into a strategic and action-packed gameplay experience. Players can choose their favorite army color and engage in battles with toy soldiers. The game allows players to build their army toys, create battle scenario, watch the toys battle each other, and customize their play experience. Dark Prospect is an asymmetrical FPS versus RTS multiplayer game that offers a unique blend of first-person shooter and real-time strategy gameplay. The game's concept of combining FPS and RTS elements in a multiplayer setting is intriguing, and it offers a fresh take on the hybrid genre. In the game, FPS players must survive by getting resources, building defense, and fighting against a player-controlled enemy. The game's asymmetrical nature adds an interesting dynamic to the gameplay, as one player takes on the role of the enemy, commanding and controlling the AI force to defeat the FPS players. Battlezone Combat Commander is a remastered FPS RTS classic that offers a unique blend of thrilling first-person action and tense a real-time strategy gameplay. The game allows players to take command, remastering the original Battlezone 2 with updated visual and new achievements. The story is engaging, and the FPS nature of the game provides a more personal experience given the unique hybrid aspect of the game. It provides a unique and engaging experience for players looking for a mix of FPS and RTS elements. Executive Assault 2 is a unique FPS RTS hybrid game that offers a mix of first-person action and real-time strategy gameplay. The game allows players to build a base in RTS and play as robots in a pure FPS mode, providing an immersive and engaging experience for players. The game features a class-based multiplayer shooter experience with players fighting over checkpoints to generate resources for their team. This resource can be used by a commander who can build turrets, resupply depots, and spawn points. Silica is a crossover of FPS and RTS where up to 3 factions battle for control over the planet of Baltarus. The game's concept and scale have been highlighted as positive aspects, offering a fresh and ambitious approach to the FPS RTS hybrid genre. In summary, Silica is an ambitious and promising FPS RTS hybrid game that offers a new angle on the genre by focusing on scale and delivering a 3-way brawl in multiplayer mode. Eximius says The Frontline is a unique FPS RTS hybrid game that offers a mix of first-person action and real-time strategy gameplay. The game features an intense 5 vs 5 multiplayer experience with each time comprising of 4 squad officers and 1 commander. The game's concept of combining FPS and RTS elements in a multiplayer setting is intriguing, and it offers a fresh take on the hybrid genre. Natural Selection 2 is a unique FPS RTS hybrid game that offers a mix of first-person action and real-time strategy gameplay. The game features 2 distinct races, humans and aliens, with each team comprising a mix of soldier and a commander. The commander plays a crucial role as they can issue orders to other players on the field and build new structure, while the soldiers provide ground troops and upgrades for their team. The game is a revamped version of the popular Half-Life mode and is available through Steam as standalone purchase. Executive Assault is an indie real-time strategy or first-person shooter where you can not only build your base and create armies, but also take control of your units and fight as one of them. The game features a mix of old-school weaponry and futuristic hardware, and players can research tank, factory, radars, super weapon, and infantry. The game has been praised for its innovative approach to the FPS RTS hybrid genre and its engaging gameplay. However, it has been noted to have a high learning curve and lacks a comprehensive tutorial for new players. Call to Arms is a real-time strategy game that offers an innovative mix of real-time strategy and third-person as well as first-person controls. The game is set in the time of modern warfare and offers realistic model vehicle and heavy weaponry. Players can command their troops to victory or fight by themselves in the third or first-person action mode. Overall, Call to Arms is a great indie RTS game that offers innovative gameplay mechanics, positive review, a variety of platform, and accessibility. These factors make it one of the best indie RTS games available. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord is a medieval sandbox game that combines elements of role-playing, strategy, and first-person action. The game drops players into a sandbox world based on a late antiquity complete with a fragmenting Roman Empire stand-in, offering a variety of combatants, mercenary bands, and warring society, each with a unique historical-based way of fighting. Command and fight alongside your troops in the first or third person in huge real-time battles using Mount and Blade's deep but intuitive skill-based directional combat system. Despite its flaw, Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord has been well received by fans of the series and players interested in a medieval sandbox experience. Well, we have reached our end for our top FPS and RTS hybrid games list. Thanks for watching this video. If you have another opinion, please feel free to write on comment section. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and support me. It means a lot for me. Until next time, see ya!